Hi everybody, welcome to today's reading. Today's spirit says that you've been reminiscing a little bit about the past and you're like, have I changed? What have I grown from that? What have I gained from that? And there is a lot. So if you looked back into what you were dealing with a year ago, then you can really see how much improvement or wherever you've been going, what sort of things have changed for you and how you are coping with what's presenting for you as you prepare for October energy. It's really important that you take some time to notice the growth, because quite often we go through certain situations and really hard things that happen in our lives and we just think, oh, that was a really hard period, and I got through it. That's our first thought. But now when we can just step back just a little bit further and think to ourselves, okay, so what did I gain from that? What was the experience that I had? And do I feel at peace with that? Or am I angry about it? So being able to look at what has been happening in your life, that significant change that has occurred in the past 12 months, because there will have been something, and you will see what you have gained. And perhaps it's a good time to write that down, to think about for next year. That's the good thing about meditation journal, is writing down what your reflections are of what is happening in your life, so you can look back in a year's time and see how much your perspective has changed. And it will change. I shouldn't cross my fingers, because things change. We move up, we grow, we reflect. And this is a time for reflecting as you prepare for October energy. You know the deal. So I'm going to pick 3 cards. The left, the right, in the middle. You pick one of those cards, and that is your key card for the day, or you can take all 3, whatever you prefer. Lefties. Now this card is showing you that you have plenty of people who support you. You kind of wonder, where are they when you need them? But sometimes you got to look around and ask for support, which we're so used to coping with stuff by ourselves that we don't think it's okay to ask for support, or we don't even take a moment to think about what other people could do for us. So Spirit is inviting you to do that, because there are plenty who would go above and beyond for you. Righties. Yeah. So this is about this kind of research and work that you're doing during September that's going to pay off for you in October. So when you are preparing for a change, when you are aware of the change, when you have thought about how you want the change to be, and you're connecting with your spirit team, then this can happen in a really timely fashion, and you will fly through October like it's just the most amazing flight to London, which is nothing to look forward to. Let me tell you, if you've ever done it, you will know what I mean. So this is Spirit encouraging you to be responsible for what's happening in your life, and it's a much more pleasant way than having the change pushed on you, which is what Spirit will do if you do not take the action. Middle card. So this person is looking pretty trapped in her cage, and yet she's not, because this cage has massive gaps. It's not really tiny little wires. She could literally take off the fluffy dress, and which is perhaps symbolic of ego. So she takes off the sense of like, oh, but other people will know that I was trapped because I had to take my big fluffy dress off. But she just climbs out of the cage, and has herself to depend on, rather than looking at this guy who's holding the key here behind his back. He's trying to control her, and sometimes we can feel like life is trying to control us, and yet we can take back control by moving through the obstructions that we feel, or the road humps that we feel are in our lives. Okay, so on that note, have a wonderful day.